Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by the Higher to play some cEDH.
Hi guys, I'm Alex, aka Higher. I'm with Playing with Power. You can find me on Twitter, highermtg. It's on all platforms, or you can catch me on our channel Playing with Power on youtube.com/Playing with Power.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to get some awesome cool perks and support us directly, like being able to submit your deck list like Mark Cirilo did today.
So we have Higher on RATADRABIK, Rise of the Clones. Tyler is playing our patron Mark Ciliro's list, Rowing the Boat. Cam is on KENRITH KFC, and I'm playing ATRAXA.
Draw. Play a Scrubland as land for turn. Cast a Serra Ascendant.
Nice.
Nice.
Turn.
Draw for turn, lay an Arid Mesa, crack it right away, lose 1 life, going to 39. I'm going to shortcut. I'll use that Badlands that I'm going to get to cast an Imperial Seal. I'll pass. Put 1 card on taking that.
Here's my draw. I'll play a command tower and pass the turn.
Draw card. I'm going to be a copycat. I'm going to play Command Tower and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a land. Move to combat. 6 attack.
I will take 6, and that will put me at 31.
I will pass.
Oh, untap.
In your upkeep.
No, shut up.
I'm going to show you silence.
Yeah, you got it.
This turn 2 silence on Tyler kind of feels a little bit aggressive, but if you look at the rest of the table, Dylan and I aren't playing really fast decks, so Tyler's really the most aggro here. It's really the most important to affect his life total. I mean, have you read his commander? Especially after this Imperial Seal.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play a Cavernous Souls named Human. Pass the turn.
Ooh, I get another draw. I will play a Wooded Foothills, and then I will pass the turn.
Empiric Tutor in the end step. This card.
Maybe I should fetch now that we know that there's no opposition agent.
Cam goes to 39. I'm at 38. This is the card that I tutored for. It goes on top. Untap, upkeep, draw card. I'm going to play Marsh Flats, cast Mana Crypt, cast Arcane Signet, cast Talisman of Curiosity. I will pass my turn. I should have cast the Talisman first and then the Arcane Signet so that I could have held up any color of mana. It doesn't super matter, but it just would have been like better to do that.
Draw. Play a land for turn. I'm going to swing 6 at Tyler.
Sure, I'll take 6. Go to 25.
Second main, I'll tap 2. I'll cast a Lotho. I'll pass turn.
Higher, what's your ridiculous life total right now?
I'm at a good, healthy 52.
I'm going to play City of Traders as land for turn. Cast the Mana Crypt. Chromox.
Trigger Lotho.
Exile a Wheel of Fortune to this Chromox. Cast Rowan. I will pass the turn.
I will draw a card. All right, I will play a Badlands. I will cast a Dockside Extortionist.
I pass priority.
Pass.
Pass.
Enter the battlefield trigger.
2 here.
You have a 1 for me.
I get them all. I get 6.
Seems like it.
Good.
I will use 5 of them, going down to 1 to cast a KENRITH.
Trigger.
Have at it.
Another treasure.
I will pass. So this Moldifor ended up not going too bad, considering that there's a bunch of artifacts here for Dockside, but I typically don't like these hands where I don't really have even enough mana to hold up Kenrith's draw card ability, so I still feel very behind, even though I did just get this big push.
When you mulligan this low, it kind of sucks because you have to mulligan for some type of advantage. You mulligan for mana advantage, but the card advantage is really what's going to be helpful to pull you out. So until you find that card advantage, you're going to be just a touch behind.
And this isn't like long-term mana advantage. Like, this wasn't Smothering Tithe. This is a short burst.
Mana Crypt, odds will take damage. It is an odd number. Draw card, not a land. Hilarious though. A Deathrite Shaman. I'll cast it. Pass turn.
And set. Sack 2 treasures. I'm going to cast a Saw in half targeting my Serra Ascendant.
Are we just gonna die to these Serra Ascendants?
I think just me.
This feels like a very higher way to kill us.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play a Cavernous Souls. I'm going to name Zombie. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing 12 at Tyler.
I wish you would not do that. I'll take 12 and I'll go to 13.
I'm at 62. I'm going to cast RATADRABIK. Then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Roll for Crypt. Odds will be damage. It is a 1. I will take 3. Go to 10. And draw for turns. I'm going to play a Black Gate. I will pay 3 life to have it not enter the battlefield tapped. So I'll go down to 7 for that.
We'll remember the City of Traders in a second. It doesn't matter. He could have just floated the mana here.
I'll activate Rowan. Double black, 5, and the 6 life that I've lost. I will cast Torment of Hailfire. X equals 11.
And you left up that 1 Chromox mana there too, eh?
I did. Isn't that weird?
I'm gonna cast an Offer You Can't Refuse, targeting it while it's on the stack.
I will RAB that.
It's Red Blasted. Okay, I have no response to Red Blast.
I'm good with the Red Blast.
Pass on Red Blast.
There it goes. All right, I still have no response to Torment of Hailfire.
The main issue I have is that Cameron, you and I go down to a low life total. Higher stays at 30, and like he can probably just beat the piss out of us. Like I think
big chillin'.
I think you just lose. Yeah, I think
it
you
just favors Higher so much. Where like if we were all in a similar board state, I think it'd be more reasonable. I'm going to cast Pact of Negation.
I have no response.
I pass. There is a Lotho trigger on that red elemental blast. I'll take one.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this Pact quite a lot. If I don't Pact here, I have enough mana to just cast ATRAXA on my next turn, and then theoretically, I can block those 6/6 flyers. It doesn't really matter, but my fear is if Hire has removal and I let the thing resolve, he kills my ATRAXA, he can just get in and kill me. Theoretically, also, my ATRAXA should find me an interaction for that theoretical removal spell, so it still might have been better to just rely on ATRAXA, but I kind of feel like I'm in a situation where I don't have to do that. Like, if I keep us all at a relatively similar spot, ATRAXA will then still be able to pull me out in a couple turns from now. I go back and forth a lot, especially since this Torment doesn't actually kill us. It just brings us to a low life total. I'll probably have to sack and discard some stuff, which I really don't want to do.
I think it basically just gives Hire the opportunity to kill either you or me instead of Tyler.
I don't want that. I want him to want to kill Tyler still.
This Saw in Half on these fucking Sarah Ascendants, by the way, is one of the most hysterical plays I've ever seen in my life, but it's also like one of the coolest and smartest things I've ever seen in my life, too.
It's turn 4 and Tyler is almost dead already.
They're still 6/6s. How is that fair?
I'm going to reveal my last card in hand, which is a command tower.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
I will go to my turn, and I will get a draw. Volcanic Island as my land. Let's cast a Gilded Drake.
Ooh, hey guys, I big time cheated.
Oh.
I believe the sequence in which I played these lands was Badlands, Cavern of Souls, City of Traders, and then played the Black Gate but did not sack City of Traders.
Yeah, I think you just sack it now, and I think we don't lose anything.
Yeah, so we'll say I floated the mana.
I will cast a Gilded Drake. Target one of the Sarah Ascendants.
You have a Sarah Ascendant.
Should I have Gilded Drake to your Deathrite Shaman instead?
No, I have the Pact of Negation trigger here, so I can't cast ATRAXA right away. Maybe if you want to think 2 turns ahead, but that's 2 turns where it'll give me another opportunity to find another mana source, so I don't think so.
Cut that. Go to combat. Alex, I think I'm going to come at you for 5 with Kenrith.
Okay, hit me6.
Chipping away. Pass the turn then.
I'll fetch now. Go search. Find a tapped Watery Grave.
Surveillant could have been cool there. Are you thinking of putting them in?
There's twice now where I really wish I would have had it. Untap, upkeep, mana crypt trigger. I'll just take damage. Nod. I'll take 3 and Pact of Negation. Pay for the Pact. Draw card. It's gonna be a pass from me.
Draw. Play land for turn. Move to combat. I'm just gonna swing this in the air at you, Tyler. Wheel of Drake I can.
No blocks. I'll go to 1.
I have no blocks.
And then cast an Ashnod's Altar. Pay a black, sack, Gilded Drake to make 2 colorless. Diabolic Intent. Trigger Lotho. I'm going to sacrifice the other Sarah Ascendant. We're going to go with a different line because I don't think I put this card in the deck.
Hire did mention that there should have been a cEDH, the exploit cEDH, in the deck at this point that could have found a win condition from here. It wasn't in at the time, and it has now since been added.
Okay. I have a colorless floating. I'm going to use the 2 treasures. I'm going to sacrifice Lotho to make 2 more colorless. It's going to trigger RATADRABIK. We'll call this the clone. I have a Lotho in the graveyard. I'm going to cast Al the Dawn Sky.
Exile the Arid Mesa out of Tyler's graveyard to make a green mana with Deathrite, and then with black, I'll Abrupt Decay the Ashnod's Altar in response to the
Okay. In response, I'm going to sack this Lotho for 2 colorless. That'll resolve. Al good?
Yeah, I passed then.
I'll use a white. I'll cast a Sabine's Reclamation, targeting that.
Oh.
All right, I'll get an Ashnod's Altar. I'm going to sack the Al of the Dawn Sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on top of that death trigger, I'm going to have another Al of the Dawn Sky. I'm going to get Orcish Bowmaster. I'm going to get Thalia. ETB Bowmaster, I'm going to hit you, Tyler.
Yep, I'm dead.
And an Orc. I'm going to sack Al. Make 2 more colorless. I'll look at the top. Soul Ring and Nashi. The mana's going to go away, and I'll pass turn.
All right, here I come. I get a draw. Mana Vault still nets mana. Let's move to combat. I still have this 6/6 flyer. Higher, I will come at you with this 6/6 flyer.
Okay.
I go up to 42. I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, mana crypt. Odds will take damage. Odd number. Draw for turn. Cam, you got a Wood of Foothills there?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna exile your land for a white mana. I'll put ATRAXA on the stack.
Pass.
Pass. Trigger. Lots of options. I'm going to take Carpet of Flowers, Phantasmal Image, Chain of Vapor, Ancient Tomb. Land for turn is Ancient Tomb, and then I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Relic Vial.
Relic File, yeah.
Oh, that's a death trigger thing.
Combats.
7/7.
Would you attack Dylan if I told you I could get rid of his 7/7?
And let me cast it again.
10 out of 10. I would totally do that. Yeah, I'm going to swing these 2 at Dylan.
Before I move to blocks, do you want me to do my thing to the ATRAXA, or are you trying to get him to block?
Just wait until after you declares blocks.
I'm going to block the rat.
Okay, well then I think right now then, I'd like to put a Kenrith activation on the stack and return Gilded Drake from my graveyard.
I won't respond.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going to flash in Endurance evoked by pitching this Carpet of Flowers.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Trigger. I'll target you, Cameron.
However, I am going to sack it using Relic Vial.
Sure.
Trigger RATADRABIK. I'll make a 2/2 zombie. And I'll draw a card.
So I'll take 2 then from the Thalia. Gain no life.
So this is obviously very helpful because it doesn't allow me to lose my Atraxa, which is very important to my game plan. It's also the reason why I took Carpet of Flowers over Smothering Tithe in my Atraxa pile because I needed a green card to pitch to Endurance. But it is a little bit sad because Endurance is particularly good against Higher in his graveyard shenanigans. I just think right now it's more important for me to not get completely blown out and allow me to keep my 7/7 blocking creature for as long as possible.
Speaking of getting blown out, my Mana Vault's tapped.
Yeah.
I have black. Sacrifice Orc Army and cast Imperial Seal. With Ashnod's Altar, I have a colorless floating.
Yeah, I have no response.
Nothing.
I'm gonna put this on top of my library, and then I will pass my turn.
Draw a card.
You take 1 from Mana Vault.
I do take 1 for Mana Vault right now, down to 41. Well, we did get halfway there, I would argue. Let's pay 4 for the One Ring.
It's 5.
Oh, shoot, I do have to use this treasure then. Oh, boy, what a bummer. I have protection. I'll move to combat. I'm going to swing, I guess, just the 6/6 flyer at Higher.
48.
Go up to 47 then. Activate the One Ring. Draw a card.
Ping Dylan for 1.
I'll take 1.
I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, Mana Crypt. Odds will take damage. No damage. It's a 2. Draw for turn. Go to combat. Higher, I'm going to attack you for 7.
Yeah, go to 41.
Gain 7. Float 1. Cast Phantasmal Image. I'll have it come in as a copy of Atraxa, and I'll kill the image with the state bait actions of Legendary Effect, but have an Atraxa trigger.
This one's pretty good.
Sorcery, artifact. Creature is a Elvish Spirit Guide. Land, Besage You. Ristic Study Enchantment. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Put these at the bottom. Thalia and Orcish Bowmaster are the stacks pieces. Cast Demonic Tutor. Toot. Exile Elvish Spirit Guide for a green. And with 2 life from this Ancient Tomb, cast a Food Chain and pay with the Command Tower for the extra Thalia.
Pass.
Pass. Exile the Atraxa to make 8 green mana and use 3 of it to cast Eternal Scourge.
You do have it. Cool, okay.
Do have it. Exile Eternal Scourge to Food Chain to make some mana and cast it again. Do this for every color of mana that I have. 4 billion of all my mana. Cast Atraxa.
I'm good to scoop here.
I'm just going to keep on Atraxaing over and over and over again and cast Thassa's Oracle with Food Chain mana.
That totally works. Yeah.
Food Chain wins games.
Protection doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, protection does not matter. Thassa's Oracle is still going to win the game. This is a great showing of Atraxa because I didn't really do much at all. I just played mana. I interacted twice when I didn't want to die. Cast Atraxa, won the game.
That's all
great.
you need,
That's
yeah.
all you need. Don't do anything fancy. And Mark's Rowan list did get very close. Unfortunately, Higher had the perfect stop to be really good against this Rowan list because the 6/6 flyer and then 2 6/6 flyers beating down Tyler quickly really halted him. If you want to catch this Rowan deck doing even more, keep an eye on the Chiltwin. There's another game coming up soon with this deck.
RATADRABIK is also pretty cool. It's a shame that we didn't get to see it go through its line here.
Yeah, but it's still a very powerful deck, and it showed a lot of what it can do. I think with a couple more tweaks, this deck is going to be quite the powerhouse.
Hands down.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly and submit your own deck list to the channel, you can do so at our $100 tier, like our $100 patrons.
To Joe Alex, Sean in the Ice, Mark Cirillo, SoCal Acura, Stormageddon, Luke Cook, Demon of Rosgreaves, Uncle Butts, Nick Foles, Goat09, Kawaja Hamid, Lauren Connell, and Baby G-Bus.
If you'd like to find any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Big shout out to Dragon Shield for supporting the show. Make sure you use our affiliate link and code PlayToWin5 for 5% off your order.
Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for more content.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.
Shall we talk about our $50 patron? Jacob Power, Lucas, no, Luca Bressold, Big Mike, Nicholas Balder, Reactive, Tyler Watson, Ryan Barrington, Zachary Colson, Tyler H, X Tyler the Tree X, Smallcraft, Thriving Crooner, Jabaha, Mace the Ace, Sultan Poteet, Hobo Ghost, Mitchell Shepard, Justin, Man Solo, Pedro, Jacob Depp, Michael Ballou, Jan Wildfang, Thomas Bueno, and David Nelson.